video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Thursday after such a wild week. Guys, we might have a Bitcoin reserve fund for the United States sooner than you think. When is this happening? What's the inside scoop? Well, darn it, I got you. Make sure if you're ready for that zest, the news, the education, you're smashing these likes, subscribing to the channel, sharing the stream out with friends because people need to know what's going on. This is critical news. As yesterday, we had an impromptu live stream around 3 p.m. Eastern, and what did we witness as a familia? Bitcoin all-time high. We do have a goal, my friends, as we have to have goals in life, of 150 likes, 150 live viewers. And so I ask you to take part in that mission, as well as subscribing to the channel, because we have a goal there as well. With 17,415 subscribers, we're 8 more away, so I think we could pamp it, right, Philip? Saying he has prayers and blessings for me. Thank you. I appreciate you, Darren. Hello, Ronell, T-Rell. Guys, if you're ready for that zest, again, take part, say good morning to me, and check out our 3 amazing sponsors of the show, which includes Cake Wallet, Market Cipher, use code ZESTY for 15% off. Head over to Gemini. Go where dollars won't. Trade $100 in crypto, get 15 bucks in Bitcoin. Ain't that right? It's 100% correct because y'all have been using the code, and we love that. So let me say good morning to everyone in the chat. We have Golden that reigned 100 memberships already. Thank you. In hopes of getting Emma a membership. And Emma's hoping Golden's not laughing at her because she's upset. She said it's rigged, and I believe that as well. All right, what do we got in the chat? We got Yankee in the chat. Shout out to Yankee. Shalom, my friend. Shalom. Who else we got? We got Silver Days. Oh, boy, we have such beautiful friends in the chat today. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Bullduck Eric, nice to see ya. We got, hold on. I think I got to go to the actual active thing because we have so many membershiperies rained down in here. How do I get that? Participants. We got Andy S, Ben Spada, Chase, Financial Failure is here. Shout out to Financial Failure hooking me up. And I'll get into what that is when things come out. So shout out to Financial Failure, really good dude. In the Moments is here. John Legend, Silver Day, Squeaky McGee, Tommy 2 Liters, Crimson is over here on X.com with Yukio. Nice to see y'all in the chat. Welcome, everyone. We have Metal Bum. Golden Age of Crypto is coming. It's already here, and it's been here since Bitcoin's inception, my friends. Philip is from Alabama. Oh, yeehaw. Roll Tide, my friend. Roll Tide. Shout out to Magic Sun. Shout out to Magic Sun. Who else we got? Ben is chilling. Lasers. John Legend. Verhoofty Floof is here as well. I love saying that. Verhoofty Floof. Ben said, call me Ben Screenshots. Yeah, Ben is so funny. He screenshotted me with my outfit. I was like, Jimmy J, good morning to you. Ronnie. Hi, Ron. Nice to see ya. Guys, if I didn't say good morning to you, yell at me in the chat and say, what are you doing? Right, Donnie? Right, Donnie? Over there on the X.com. Nice to see ya. Welcome, everybody. Oh, boy, we have such beautiful people in chat. I'm so excited to get after it today, right, Black Hat? Black Hat's so amazing as well. He is so amazing. He is. He's great. Make sure you guys are inviting your friends, your families, your cousins, and your girlfriends, or your boyfriends. I don't know what you got going on, but make sure you invite them all. Right, Crypto Decoded? We're getting after it. We have so much news to share. Right, Chris B. from Canada? Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Okay. Guys, Bitcoin is holding $74,000. Right, David Bowles? As the market is green everywhere. Everywhere. I love it. I love it. Hex is actually up today, 13%. Quite interesting. We got OVS up 11%. Ape is up 6%. Speaking of Ape, we do have the community lead for Yuga Labs, ApeCoin, all these things. joining us today on a star-studded panel at 2 p.m. Eastern on X Spaces. You guys know I co-host the Lizard Lookout every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. UTC with my girl Mona. We're like these two women trying to take on the space and host great sheesh. With amazing panels like this one, we got David Gokhshtein joining the show, AJ, J-Chains. We have Hawk, who is a very, very zesty fan that me and him went on Newsmax together. We also have Jason from Yuga Labs and Crypto Face. So a star-studded panel, 2 p.m. Eastern. If you haven't yet, set your reminder. Link is in the live chat. Mods, if you could, keep pasting this throughout the show. 2 p.m. Eastern. Join us on X Spaces. Black Hat is always there. He wrote, "Look out." I love the intro song. Look out. We're Lizards Beach. That's it. That's it. Aquarian is here. Nice to see ya. Donnie says he's going over to YouTube, as you should. Right, Marco? Right, KO Kev? Diamond Hands Darrow. Sash is here. Sir Captain, nice to see ya. All right. Guys, make sure you tune in. Crypto Face is joining us today. David Gokhshtein, Jason, the Hustle House. Let's go. And AJ, J-Chains, Hawk, all these beautiful folk. We're going to look at Bitcoin right now. Again, looking absolutely fantastic.
Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
We're at $74,860 this morning. We're down 1%. But how could you be upset when we're in price discovery mode and we are sitting around the all-time high, which the closure, the highest daily candle close ever was yesterday. We're about 1% away from that, and then just below 2.5% away from new highs. So absolutely amazing. Bitcoin looking absolutely gorgeous today. If you want an exact high, then I got you, because we witnessed this on stream yesterday where the new high is $76,509.56. And it looks like Bitcoin's trying to retest that 75K mark. We're back at $74,925, looking beautiful. Your bearish level to watch is essentially the highest candle close of March when we initially tapped the 70K range, which is 73.1, 73.2. Even more so, you're going to look at the full bearish scenario of 69K, which was which was the high of 2021's bull market. And so we had quite the run yesterday. Let's see how high from candle open to close. Let's get our ruler out. Let's see. 9%. We had a 9% day. It was one of Bitcoin's best days in the past few months. I would say the best fourth day of 2024, I bet is what it is. The fourth best day of 2024. So looking absolutely beautiful. Bitcoin is absolutely pumped. We're up 3.3% in the past week, 111% in the past year. Right, Tom, with the hearts? So we're doing quite well with Bitcoin. Do you believe that this is going to retrace? I believe eventually what goes up has to come down. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did have a retrace. Do you think we're going to hit new highs again today? Put a 1 or a yes emoji or 2 and a no emoji. So Bitcoin holding the 74K mark is very bullish, my friends. Very, very bullish. And so we're looking at market Cipher. Bullish VWAP. Started to even out a little bit. Kept moving on up, right, Tom? And Donnie with the roses. We do have the momentum that had a green dot printed right here yesterday, playing out quite well. Money flow is the highest it's been since March when we hit those highs. And even before that in December, basically November to December of last year. Wow. Beautiful. The RSI did tap that overbought, which explains why we're probably pulling back just a little bit today. Mind you, we're only 1% in the red. It's not something I'd worry about personally. And if we do pull back a few grand, it absolutely makes sense. And it's not something I would panic over at all, considering we are in price discovery mode and we don't have any data to support where Bitcoin could go bullishly or really even bearishly at this point. I love Bitcoin. Bitcoin's so gorgeous. As we do see that Bitcoin had a lot of zest in her yesterday, passing $76,000 for the first time ever, again, hitting those new highs. And we saw nearly $400 million liquidated in those shorts. Tom with the oh my gosh, with the hearts. Apologies. Donnie said, "What's got you glowing today? I'm feeling the zest of the new highs, my friends, and all of these bears just absolutely getting obliterated." We see right here, crypto assets are climbing higher after Donnie T has secured the bag for the presidency, and Bitcoin hit a fresh high of around 76K during the US day. It is up 9.5% over the past 24 hours. Ethereum surged as well. We're going to get into that. What we see right now as we hit our goal on TikTok, thank you, Tom, that this violent crypto rally triggered $592 million in liquidations of leveraged derivatives trading positions across all crypto assets during the day. The majority, some $390 million of liquidations, were leveraged shorts betting on lower prices and making the largest short squeeze in at least the past 6 hours. Crypto stocks are also taking off. We do see that they were chilling due to the fact that we're going to see a lot of pro-crypto zest coming in when Donnie T becomes prez, and during his inauguration. Past that, we're going to see a lot of zest, right, Fish? Oh my gosh, Golden with another 50 memberships. Oh my gosh, Emma got her membership. Let's go. Thank you, Golden. Thank you, fam. Thank you. I appreciate that. My hair would be a little crazy. Guys, I need a haircut. It's getting a little wild. It'd be getting a little wild. Right? As we take a look at, we're going to look at Ethereum price action, but there's more Bitcoin news that I would like to share, being that Bitcoin had the 4th best day, as I mentioned, in 2024, as BlackRock ETF posted record volume. We're seeing a lot of liquidity flowing into these Bitcoin ETFs, being that institutions are like, oh, yay, Donnie T's president. Let's moon these ETFs. Let's throw all of our monies in there. So we see that the largest cryptocurrency is climbing, and we have ETF massive inflows. Taking a gander here, the rally coincided with these inflows with these ETFs, which added a net $621.9 million, according to Farside data. The flow, one of the highest figures since the product's introduction in January, snapped a 3-day streak of outflows. Total net inflows have now reached $24.2 billion. Notable performances include Grayscale's mini trust for Bitcoin, registered $108.8 million, its second biggest day since the start of trading. Bitwise Bitcoin ETF saw $100.9 million of inflows, also one of the biggest since its inception. BlackRock's IBIT, in contrast, posting a second straight day of outflows, totaling a net $113.3 million over the period. The volume in ETFs was at a record level, according to senior Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric. And he said IBIT had one of its biggest volume day ever, with $4.1 billion traded. That's more volume than stocks like Berkshire, Netflix, or Visa saw today. It was also up 10%, its second best day since launching. Some of this will convert into the inflows. Absolutely insane money, billions and billions of dollars flowing into the space. It's no shock that the liquidity is flowing in. No shock. As even Shark Tank's Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, says, I'm long on Bitcoin.
These election markets were moving. Bitcoin went up exponentially.
Yes, I'm long Bitcoin.
Are you?
Good for you.
So you're buying later.
You know, speaking of
These election markets.
If you're not long Bitcoin, I don't know what you're doing. It's almost like, huh? Right, huh? Over there on TikTok, I saw your name. Thank you for the heart. So we're also going to take a gander at Ethereum, because Ethereum also hit $2,800, almost $2,900 yesterday, just hitting around 2,885. And so what is that near? The 200-day SMA, kids. Take a gander. The Ethereum right now is $2,790, up 2.44%. Looking here, we had a beautiful few days of green with Ethereum going on the 3rd day of green, going from over here to right now, this present moment. Ethereum's up around 16% in the past 2.5-ish days. Looking schnazzy. This rally began when Ethereum was around this 23.90 mark. The selling pressure, where have we been saying it's at? 27.70. And so we see that we've been trying to surge past that. The 200-day SMA lies at $2,956, apologies. So we're looking to charge that. How far away are we from the 200-day SMA from this current moment? Just under 6%, 5.94% away. We're not far from that 200-day SMA, and that's bullish, friends. If we could pass this 200-day SMA with confidence, we want to hit that $3,000 mark, which is majorly psychological. And even more bullishly, your bullish scenario here is this 32.30 just about. So technically it's around what? Yeah, I would say 32.30. That's what I would stick with. That's what I would stick with. Your bearish scenario, though, is falling below this 27.70, being ever so scary, and looking back towards this 23.30 mark. Now, taking a gander at Market Cipher, it's telling us we have some bullish indicators here, including the momentum with the green dot shooting that momentum now over that zero line. It's bullish. The VWAP moving up confidently, bullish. Money flow is starting to pick up as well. Highest money flow we've seen since back here in June of this year. So in June, we had quite a good amount of price action. We were around this $3,000 mark at the time, but we were also battling the 200-day SMA going into July, which then we ended up falling below once we hit August. It's been a battle ever since, where we were really ranging from this 23.30 to 27.70 mark, and that selling pressure over here, 27.70, it's immense. And you can see how much we're battling that at the current moment. The RSI, kids, the RSI, my friends, absolutely soaring. And so when you have an RSI that moons like this, where it was really in the mid-bear section, going into almost overbought, it means we might have a retrace soon. But it also goes to show that we had such a nice rally, like I said, around 16% in the past few days, that we have some room to go before we hit that overbought. Whereas Bitcoin already hit that overbought level and started to tip down ever so slightly. Bitcoin's down 1%. Ethereum's in the green by 2.3%. So we are starting to see that differentiation of flow between Bitcoin and Ethereum Zest. It comes a point where sometimes Ethereum does her own thing, where Bitcoin's mooning, Ethereum is taking a step back, or vice versa, where right now we're seeing Bitcoin taking a slight step back and Ethereum making a move onwards and upwards. We also know that there's a lot of meme coins jumping around, which is boosting the Ethereum ecosystem, Solana ecosystem, and that's what we're really seeing going on right now. So those are your bullish and bearish cases to look at for Ethereum. Litecoin, battling $70, also the 200-day SMA. Right now we're at $70.57, down 0.76%. You're looking at the 200-day SMA, that's at $71.71. Very, I guess, symbolic in a way, right, Ronell and Anthony? Looking here, we want to pass this 200-day SMA because, again, if we pass it, that's pretty bullish. If we close above it for a week, we're going to look at the beautiful $75 mark, which has an immense amount of selling pressure, as you can see if you zoom out on this chart. Your bearish level to watch is 63 bucks. We see that we have the green dot printed on the momentum, boosting it a little bit. We want to make sure that we could cross that zero line and go bullish. The VWAP is also bullish right now as well. Money flow looking pretty good with Litecoin. And I like to see that even though Litecoin's kind of like flat right now in terms of price action, it still has some nice flow coming in. And that's because we have speculation of that Litecoin ETF coming on as well and going live, which I hope that gets approved. And there's no reason why it shouldn't be approved, being that it has the same regulatory clarity that Bitcoin does. RSI is pulling back just a little bit, although it is still bullish. So we're going to keep an eye on that as well. We're gonna jump into more news, my friends. More news. Let's see. First, we do have the FOMC meeting. I almost forgot about that. We have Jerome Powell. I should have that sound on the board where he's like, just close the effing door. It's the best sound ever. It's just as good as,
oh, girl, baby girl. Oh.
Don't even play. So people are saying that there's going to be a 25 basis point Fed rate cut that could be a non-event, something that people don't really care about. Honestly, all the stuff that goes on with the Fed, it's how much it means to me. It's how much it means to me, because you know what? They do whatever they want anyway, and it's not like Jerome Powell has ever really spoken to our current president. The rumor is, though, that apparently Jerome Powell will not continue his reign if Donnie T, or when, not if anymore, it's when Donnie T enters that Oval Office. So Jerome Powell better watch out. Gary Gensler, pack your bags, kids.
Hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. David G, Bullish Bradley, no J's in the chat. Bell Miner, welcome. Who Cares is also in the chat. Mark Smithson, Lazarus is in the chat. Welcome. Lasers is chilling. Colton, what's up? Vadim is in the chat. Dadbot, Baboon, Keen Bean, Mr. NC, Ricardo. Nice to see everybody. Thank you so much for coming. All right, we're going to continue on. Please make sure, if you haven't yet, listen to Piano Matty B.
Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video?
Right, Jimmy? Ellie. Hello, Ellie. Welcome, Ellie. Man, Golden said, I'm calling you early. Gary and Liz are going to leave the day before they know their time is over. Well, Liz already got voted in, so I don't think Liz is going to leave, even though she should. She's a complete corrupt person. And you know what? Maybe she should stick around, because maybe she'll end up getting prosecuted and held accountable for all the corruption she's involved with, especially because she's getting paid by the banks, and she also is aware of all the disgusting things that these bankers do to women and children that she doesn't do anything about because she's corrupt and she gets paid. So you know what? I do hope she sticks around, only for the fact that she could get held accountable for her actions, and she should be held accountable. Nancy Pelosi should also be held accountable for insider trading, because it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. All the insider trading that Gary Gensler can even seek people out after. Oh, he's not doing anything. Why? Because he gets paid. He has to stay within his chalk line. Get the out of here. I do believe Gary might resign. And if you believe that, then let me know in the chat. And put these fire emoji, Gary Gensler emojis. Liz Warren, Gary Gensler, Nancy P, all these people that insider trade, Janet Yellen, all of them should be held accountable for their actions, 100%. And we also know that Jamie Dimon, who we know who he's involved with, and how Liz Warren just ignores that. She's blind. She's like, oh, Jamie with all these terrible people. I can't see the corruption. Nah, he should be held responsible too. 100%. Gary Gensler should resign for the sake of not being publicly humiliated in front of everybody. It would be smart of him to resign before Donnie T takes office. And so there are people betting on Polymarket that Donnie T is more likely to pardon January 6th protesters than the Silk Road founder Ross Ulbright. And it's something that I don't believe to be true, because we do know that I played that clip of when I was at Donnie T's speech at Bitcoin 2024. He said that on day one he would free Ross. So I do believe he will free Ross. There's no reason. Hashtag free Ross for life. But this is what people are saying. Polymarket bettors are giving an 86% chance of January 6th protesters getting a pardon and a 78% chance of Ulbright getting one. I believe Ulbright's going to get a pardon, 100%. So I strongly believe Ross Ulbright will get freed, and I hope to the Lords above that he does. It will be the end of the U.S. It's not going to be the end of the U.S. We're going to have a really good 4 years, and that's what I'm praying for, is a good 4 years, especially the outlook that Donnie T does have on this country, on Bitcoin. And so we remember how Donnie T said this about crypto.
Who knows, maybe we'll pay off our $35 trillion, hand him a little crypto check, right? We'll hand him a little Bitcoin and wipe out our $35 trillion. But how do you... Who knows?
So Donnie T believes that we could pay off our $30+ trillion national debt with Bitcoin. And yesterday we did see Senator Cynthia Lummis, which I did play that clip for you guys, of when I was actually at Bitcoin 24, where she pulled out a bill that would have a Bitcoin reserve fund. She said yesterday on X, the future is bright, with a picture of her with laser eyes. She then tweets as well, We are going to build a strategic Bitcoin reserve. This is actually the most bullish thing we can hear. It also goes back to Sir David Bailey, who is the CEO of Bitcoin Magazine running the Bitcoin conference. He stated on X something that a lot of people have not seen, and that's why I'm here, because I'm on social media and I'm here to give you the scoop. He says America is at a major risk of being front-run on its Bitcoin agenda. We must establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve as quickly as possible. Sorry, my voice cracked. President Trump has the House and Senate has a mandate. The environment is there for us to get this done in the first 100 days. We might see a Bitcoin reserve fund sooner than we think. This is absolutely insanely bullish because all the TradFi folk, all these bankers, all these nasty people like Liz Warren with her anti-crypto BS army, oh, what are they going to do now when Bitcoin is going to be the reason we pay back our $30+ trillion debt? Like, a big part of that is because of this current admin that we're still a part of. Goodbye, national debt. And hello, Bitcoin. We're going to see that strategic Bitcoin reserve. Bitcoin will be solving and fixing America's major issues. I'm so bullish on Bitcoin. I'm so bullish on Donnie T coming in and being a pro-crypto president. We need a pro-crypto president because we don't have a choice anymore. Like David Bailey said, if we don't do it, other people will. And you know who's also doing stuff with crypto, but not really?
China.
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 Don't let China win. Because you know what? They're building the digital yuan that's already rolled out. And you have to scan your palm. Your palm. And if you don't have the certain social credit score, then your digital yuan doesn't work. Oh, you can't charge your car. Communism. We're not doing that in America. We say no to CBDCs. And that's why I'm so grateful that we do have a president coming in that is going to ban CBDCs. No CBDCs because it's a CCP-style surveillance tool. And we're going to use Bitcoin for the better of this country. And speaking of the better of zest and love, it's Crypto Face in the chat. Shout out to Crypto Face. I love Crypto Face. Crypto Face is the best. Crypto Face. Crypto Face. China will not win. We will win.
China.
We will win. The United States will front run Bitcoin and the crypto movement, the revolution, because the United States is the country that's supposed to lead the revolutions, supposed to be part of the country of the world that enhances your freedoms, economic prosperity. And you don't think other people throughout the world are so darn happy that Donnie T secured the bag? Of course they are. Because that means that he's going to put an end to this madness. Other countries, you know, the ECB, Christine Lagarde, the BIS, all these darn fools that are colluding, all these central bankers, unelected bureaucrat central bankers that think that they have the power. And because people don't know what they're doing, people don't understand what's going on because, darn it, no one tells them. The mainstream media, do you think they're going to go on channels like CNBC and say, hi, everybody. Do you know that there are central bankers from most of the countries, the most powerful countries that are colluding, that control most of the world's economy, in which they want to build CBDCs and a one world currency, as they describe it on the BIS website, as a unified ledger? A unified ledger. Flush that darn thing down the toilet. You think we're going to fall for a one world currency? Because biblically, that's there. It's literally biblical. We're not going to let this get in our way. You think in America, we're going to settle for tyranny and complete and utter surveillance? Absolutely not. Which is why Bitcoin, which is like crypto, which is why we like the blockchain. A transparent, beautiful ledger. Hey, this person sent this to there. This person sent that here. Oh my gosh, and we have proof because it's immutable. Nobody can change it. Bless America. Bless America. because we're going to lead the way to freedom. And all these other countries that are colluding, they're going to take a step back. They're going to be like, hey, man, hey, we can't do this right now because Donnie T is going to look at us like we're fools. And he will. And us as the American people will, because we're not going to give in to the control. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Shout out to Donnie T and everybody that's taking part in creating the strategic Bitcoin reserve. It will save America. And like I said, and I will continue to preach, Bitcoin will not only unite the states, it will unite the world. And there's no denying it. There's no denying it. Let all these fools on TV try to FUD Bitcoin. Let these fools in the banks try to tell you that, oh no, it's not safe to own Bitcoin. It's too volatile. Is Bitcoin not the best performing asset out of the last 14 to 15 years? Is it not the only thing that we have in the human race at the moment that can't be taken from you, that can't be devalued, and has a finite supply that nobody can change, in which you can send this item peer-to-peer, 24/7, 365 to whoever and whenever? You can't do that with real estate. You can't take your house out of the darn floor and throw it over across the sea and go to Europe or something. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But Bitcoin, you could have your property, your digital property, and send it to somebody else, or take it in your pocket or in your noggin because you can memorize your private keys and go ahead and go wherever you need to go. If there's a natural disaster and you got to leave your home, oh, you're going to take your house and carry it on your back? You're going to take those gold bars in your backpack? Absolutely not. It's too heavy. It's too darn heavy. Bitcoin. 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 This election is changing the world, whether people like it or not. And so, we're going to keep educating people. We're going to keep being part of this movement, because if you look at the whole scheme of things, we're so darn early. Over 90% of the world has not touched Bitcoin yet. And so we're in this chat for over 470 episodes, for over 2 years now, discussing this movement. Monday through Friday at 9:45 a.m. Eastern. We are going to be part of the revolution. We're going to lead that revolution. Every single person in this chat is knowledgeable about something that most of the world is not. That you can go and tell your friends, and tell your family, tell your cousins, tell your girlfriend, tell your boyfriend. I don't care who you tell. Tell the grass. Tell the grass, because you know what? The grass is alive, and it's going to hear you. About Bitcoin and crypto and how it's going to change the world. Fiat currency is designed to fail. Though, do we want it to fail? No. Are we rooting for the dollar to fail? No. But we are rooting for something that's safer. Something that, again, cannot just be devalued when they hit the money printer. When you look at what we're doing right now, we're putting in that proof of work. And that's why I believe Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, was a darn genius. The fact that he was like, okay, everything comes down to your energy. Why don't we create money based off of energy? That Bitcoin even incentivizes renewable energy. Over 50% of Bitcoin mining is renewable energy. So you're here, you're on your little computer. In the early days of Bitcoin, you're like, okay, I'm going to use my energy from the computer and solve a block on the blockchain, and then get my proof of work using my energy and get rewarded for that energy. And thus you can spread it throughout the world and give that energy and vibrations to somebody else. Why do you think music is so powerful? Because it's proof of work. It's energy put in. It's energy that people are using to listen to the music, produce the music, and the vibrations that they feel that influence them. And that's exactly what goes on with Bitcoin. The energy that's spread throughout the world, those vibrations. It's the most inclusive thing. Music and Bitcoin have a lot in common. I know it's a little bit out there. It's a little bit out there. But it's all the abundance that becomes clear to people. And that's what we're here for, is to remind people that there still is abundance. There still is inclusivity. There's still a way for everybody to be a part of a financial system that usually they are not included in. You don't have to be an accredited investor. You don't have to be someone that's rich to get richer. That's not how this works. Your proof of work, which is your time and your energy, is rewarded with Bitcoin and crypto. And I'm not saying it because of price go up. The price go up, number go up, that's great to watch. I love my charts. But at the end of the day, it's the love that's put in. It's the fact that you can take part in this. Bitcoin, music, energy, vibrations. Call me crazy, kids. Call me crazy. But that's just the reality of the situation. It is. It's the reality of the situation. And I think people will realize that. I think people are realizing that. And everybody in this chat understands. I might be losing my noodle. Put a noodle emoji in the chat. Put these noodle emojis. Freedom. Censorship-resistant money. That's what it's about. That as a woman, I understand that in different nations, I might not have the same rights. In some nations, I wouldn't be able to do certain things, go outside, talk about what I want to talk about, even use my voice. And now I'm here in the United States, and I'm blessed to be in the best country in the world. For me to go and be on this stream and put my energy and my love and my time into this, so that way we could all be a part of this together. We're a family. We're a familia, my friends, a familia. Nothing can change that. Nobody could change that. And so I'm blessed to be in the United States. I'm blessed to be on this stream. And I'm blessed to be a part of Bitcoin, so that way I can spread that love throughout the entire world and take advantage of the rights I've been given. So that way I can go and help other people realize that right. That they should be able to own something and have a voice and have money. And what's money? Value and information that you could spread throughout the world. Don't forget the Genesis block. Don't forget the Genesis block, where you can go and look at it. Oh, Chancellor on the brink, a second bailout for banks. That little headline Satoshi wrote. There's nothing that can change that message. And that's why we're here today. Now, there is speculation on Bitcoin price. And we could talk about that as well, where CNBC is saying that Bitcoin could reach $100,000 before the presidential inauguration. Let's take a look.
Show to get to every asset class that is rallying hard today. Bitcoin certainly among them. Take a look. Almost 75,000. As investors are betting on a friendlier environment for that industry under a second Trump administration. Mackenzie Sigalos is following that story for us. Mackenzie.
Hey, Scott. Bitcoin briefly surging to a new record high as investors bet that Donald Trump will deliver on his pro-crypto promises, especially with a Republican-controlled Senate behind him and after getting more than $25 million from crypto donors. Now, Trump's main pledge is to fire SEC Chair Gary Gensler, who's brought more than 100 enforcement actions against industry leaders like Coinbase and Robinhood. Those stocks are pumping 25% and 17% respectively today, with Robinhood on pace for its best day in over 2 years. Bitcoin miners are also getting a boost this morning.
Let's go,
with Trump
miners.
having promised on the campaign trail that all future Bitcoin will be mined in the U.S. Marathon, Riot, and Bit Digital are all trading up more than 14% and driving small caps higher as well. Now, in terms of the market outlook, multiple analysts are expecting Bitcoin will hit $100,000 before Trump's inauguration, especially if he delivers on promises like launching a strategic national crypto stockpile with the $15 billion worth of Bitcoin that it already has on its books from asset seizures. And Scott, Bitcoin now up 68% year to date after briefly hitting that new all-time high overnight.
All right, good look at that.
Well, thank you, Miss and Sir from CNBC. Thank you for letting us know. We remember when I first became missteencrypto and I joined the X.coms, or it was Twitter at the time. What price was Bitcoin? It was below $10,000. And look at where we're at, $75,000 Bitcoin. We're now surging past 75K. We're at $75,458 right now. Went from 1% in the red to now 2.26% in the red. And how far are we from a new high? Oh, around 1.5%. We just need a few $100s to bring us to a new high. And are we going to see that soon? Then we might see it on the show, and I hope that we do see it on the show. If Crypto Face is still in the chat, my beautiful friends, can you let us know if you believe in the next few minutes if we're going to see a new high with Bitcoin? Buongiorno, Chacho. Oh gosh, it's Chacho. Nice to see ya. Hubby says, am I a voice actor? No, but should I be? Should I be a voice actor? Put a 1 or yes emoji. 2 or no emoji. No, I'll show you a mood. I can't even look at Noah in the chat. He's too funny. He's too funny, man. Shout out to Traveling Sideshow. Thank you for subscribing. Guys, may I please remind you to smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share it out with friends, listen to Piano Matty B.
Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video?
Like I said, guys, Donnie T securing the bag may have a reflection on the future of finance, or as Janet Yellen likes to say, finance and bonance. We're seeing here that Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, did put up a little article on X that made me think just a little bit. And so he went over how we had a really great run with the election in terms of Republicans and crypto forward candidates, whether that's Senate or whatever it may be, coming in and winning and securing their bag as well. We see that there were millions upon millions of dollars of crypto donations from both sides that were thrown into this election. A lot of good things came out of it. And so we do see that the fully, as Brian Armstrong wrote, the next Congress, my friends, will be the most pro-crypto Congress ever. Stand with Crypto voters showed up in force to help to elect pro-crypto candidates in almost every district on both sides of the aisle. Total 257 pro-crypto candidates elected in the House. The country also taking a gander at Warren, Liz Warren, Gary Gensler put their emojis in the chat, who tried for years to unlawfully kill our industry. They both should take their share of responsibility for the loss of their party, along with Biden and Harris for letting them run amok, which was disgusting. Blushing. Now, he said, I think the biggest message we, the American citizens, we the darn people, sent to our government in this election is that we are not going to follow a path towards socialism and communism, may I add, with ever larger, heavy-handed government overregulation, lawfare, massive printing of the dollar, and free handouts to try and buy votes while driving up the deficit. America is going to follow a path forward and toward economic freedom, which is our source of strength based on limited government, rule of law, meritocracy, fiscal discipline, respecting the free market, not the government, as the source of economic growth, celebrating science, technology, and builders as the source of civilization progress. This isn't a partisan message. There are excellent pro-business, pro-tech champions on both sides of the aisle, and the crypto industry supported them on both sides. But this does not mean the support should be 50-50, as they were not evenly distributed in this election. So we do see that in any event, he is proud that the crypto community took a truly principled, nonpartisan approach. And my hope is that after this election, we are no longer seeing the imbalance. Crypto should be supported by both sides and should as be any important new tech or industry that is driving American prosperity. Each side can support it with their own values. What we won't tolerate are politicians trying to unlawfully destroy our industry or take the rights of our customers away. Who was he referencing? Gary Gensler with regulation by enforcement, and as he continues to call us
Hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
Clear up the corruption. Fire Gary Gensler. Get Liz Warren out of here. Giving Gary Gensler questions beforehand. That is wrong. That is wrong. I can't believe Gary Gensler has not resigned yet. We're going to see it soon. Gary Gensler did post that he has some hearings that he's going to take part in. I just don't see how he could do it all with a good conscience and continue on the path that he's on. As we are speculating, who's the next chair of the SEC? Well, some are saying it's going to be Mark Ueda, I believe is how you pronounce his last name, and that he has a strong chance of becoming the next chair. Now, he did say some things about a month ago where he was calling the SEC's approach to crypto a disaster for the whole crypto industry. Take a look. And everyone on TikTok, please go to YouTube.
Joining me right now is SEC Commissioner Mark Ueda. Mark, it's great to have you this morning. Thanks for being here.
Well, it's great to be here.
What is the SEC doing regarding crypto?
Well, I think our policies and our approach for the last several years have been just really a disaster for the whole industry. We have been setting this policy through enforcement. We've done nothing to provide guidance on it. And as a result, this is being shaped by the courts. And different courts have ruled different ways. I think what this Wells notice is, and while I won't comment on the specifics of this litigation, the Wells, what has gone on is part of a broader frustration with the fact that we have not provided interpretive guidance as to what you can and cannot do. And if you are involved in some sort of securities offering, how you register, how you get regulated as a broker-dealer, how you get registered as an exchange.
And you say, moving forward, that the SEC needs to return to rationality by ending this war on crypto and ceasing empowering.
I think within the agency, our agenda is directed by the chairman, Gary Gensler. And so the staff all follows his lead. The joke we have is we have about 5,000 employees at the SEC. He controls 4,995. I control 5.
Wow.
Right.
So is that, what's his motivation? Is this all political, or does he actually understand the crypto landscape? Does he actually understand the impact that these regulations around climate change agenda is having?
Well, I won't speak for what Gary thinks as his personal motivations are. He certainly has a perspective. The way I look at it, I've been with the agency for 18 years, done a lot of things involving regulation of securities, and the approach we're taking seems to be the wrong one.
Mm-hmm. What would you like to see different?
Well, I would like to see us, for one, we need to lay out some clear guidance and interpretations on what exactly falls within and falls outside of the securities laws. You can't even start to have the discussion unless you know what's in and what's out. And then from there, to the extent they are within our realm, we need to think about, all right, how does the broker handle these securities?
Oh boy. Sir Ueda coming through. So he is apparently one person that could be Gary Gensler's replacement. And so we do see that another replacement could be Hester Peirce. Apparently, there's going to be a very low chance of her being a contender. And so we'll see, being that it is a very dicey job, though Hester Peirce is viewed as the crypto mama, as people do call her. And she's like, I'm not your mom, guys, but thanks, I'm not your mom. She has been very outspoken about Gary Gensler as well, sitting next to him. She was like, listen, I don't understand what's going on with this dude. He's kind of being a fool right now. So maybe I could grab that clip too. Let me see if I could grab the Hester Peirce clip. Hester Peirce. Okay, yeah. All right, hold on. Let me actually see. I think I have a clip of her.
Is that we're
Yes. Hester! All right, I got you guys. You guys want receipts? I give you receipts. I
think what's happening is that we're trying to be ambiguous because the legal precision carries with it real implications. And this is why people have been coming to us and saying we need clarity. Is the token itself a security? Or is it part of an investment contract? Is it being sold together with an investment contract? If it is, what is that investment contract and how long does it track along with the token? By using imprecise language, we've been able to sort of suggest that the token itself is a security apart from that investment contract, which has implications for secondary sales. It has implications for who can list it.
Amen, sis.
And I think this is absolutely we've fallen down on our duty as a regulator not to be precise. And so tucking into a footnote that, yes, we admit that now actually the token itself is not a security, that's something that we should have admitted long ago and then started wrestling with the difficult questions.
Right. So
I think what's happening.
She's an icon. So, bye, Gary Gensler, you huckster.
Hucksters.
Bye. So that's the latest on the SEC and all those things that go on there. A lot of spicy news today. A lot of spicy news. And I never hold back on the spice. And before the election, I had to a little bit just because I was scared to get my channel like kaplooties. Dave, nice to see you, my friend. Thank you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the Piper Academy for rating in OC. Tradefly, my Army Piper frat mamas here with crispy chicky tendies. Thank you guys for tuning in today. And if you guys have any chart requests, then darn it, I'm going to try to give you some. Marco said ciao from Italy. Buongiorno, my friend. Buongiorno. Bitnuendo's here. Oh, you beautiful folk. You are beautiful folk. Right, Stu? Right, Stu? Holy Shoes is here. Nice to see you. So washing his hands off Gary. I don't trust him either. Yep, I don't trust him a one tad. Because you know what? You ask him about, oh, what if you buy an NFT that gives you access to a TV show? Is it the same as if you buy a ticket to a Yankee game? And Gary's like, well, I haven't been to a Yankee game in a few years now. My daughters were actually born. Gary, we didn't ask you, bro. We didn't ask you. This man is unhinged. Absolutely unhinged. Someone needs to put him on a hinge and make sure he's pulled in like a little fishing rod. Woo! Reel on in, Gary. Let's go, Gary. Get on over here, bud. Give us the answers, Gary.
Bruh.
Guys, I'm gonna do a few charteries, though. I need something from you. I do ask for a lot. And that is a like, subscribe, a share, a comment, a hey-o in the chat. But also, you got to set a reminder for the Lizard Lookout at 2 p.m. Eastern because the beautiful crypto face is going to be there. The Hustle House from Yuga Labs. David Gooks. David Goxstein. He's my brother from another mother. We also have AJ. J Chains, Hawk Crypto Mining, my bestie from Newsmax, Jerry, Jordy, Andrew, Sir GPT, and my girl, of course, the star, the beauty, Meta Mona, is going to be my co-host. So I do ask all of y'all to click that link in the live chat, and please make sure you set your reminders for 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I just can't hide it. Yeah, let's get it. Set your reminders for the Lizard Lookout. As Bitcoin is now in the green, my friends, $75,677. Holy poop. We just hit 75.7. Guys, we're only a few $100 away from a new high. Oh my gosh. Holy sheesh. Guys, we're less than $1,000 away from a new all-time high. A new all-time high. Oh boy, pamp it up.
Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Gotta pamp it. You've gotta pampy. So, my friends, someone said in the chat, who was it? I think it was Digi. He's like, how do you have energy? How do you have this much energy? Well, listen, I think everybody in this chat has energy. And this is like all of your good vibrations fuel me. Also, what fuels me is the many coffees I've had this morning. I did go to a brekkie this morning, and I left at like 6:45 a.m. to go get some brekkie, and it was awesome. Actually, I'm going to show you my Instagram story because it was a feast. Hold on. I'm grateful to have people in my life that like to take me out and eat with me in the morning. Take a look. Hold on, there we go. Look at this. Brekkies. You see how big that mug was? You see how big that muggie was? Oh boy, it was a big mug. And what I love at some of these diners down here is that you go and you have the big cup of coffee. They give you a little pot. They give you a little pot that you can refill your cup. And then it's hot when you refill. And then they gave me a little to-go cup. A little to-go cup. Oh, I love a to-go cup. And what I tried this morning, I'm going to show y'all. Those pancakes were humongous. There were 2 of them. And so I took one home for the family. And they gave me a special syrup. And it's a lemon ricotta pancake. Ricotta, hello. It kind of fell apart putting it in here, but look how big this is. This is big. This pancake is like double the size of my head. Absolutely insane. Look how big this freaking pancake is. Oh my gosh, it smells incredible. So yeah, this is a very zesty pancake. I'm a little crazy. I am a little crazy. Noodle is shot. She's fried. She's overcooked. But we did have a fire breakfast this morning, and I'm grateful to have someone that hits me up and says, hey, let's go to breakfast. And I'm like, you know what? Darn, I'll go to breakfast. So blessed. I feel #blessed to be able to go out for breakfast in the morning and come back, do the stream, hang with y'all. It's like good energy to good energy, and I'm fueled by coffee and love. Ooh, boy. Shout out to Randi Piper. Said, thank you for dropping in this morning. Of course. Alexandra G, my G, can you do me a favor and drop the Piper Academy YouTube link in the chat? That would make me ever so happy. Thank you very much. Shout out to Alexandra G. She's my G. She's the best. And, yeah. Syrup? No. Mom goes, syrup, X emoji, syrup, check emoji. Well, that's how I say it. You guys say syrup? Like, that's not how it's syrup. Is it not? Put a 1 emoji for syrup or 2 for syrup. 1 for syrup, 2 for syrup. Let me get your opinions in the chat. Let me see. Because you know what? Now I feel a little off. Colton said, better to be a little crazy than totally normal. Morn, hello, Morn. Listen, I am a little bit crazy. And there's nothing I can do about that. And if I would, like, you know, if I'm out here, then I'm going to be here. And I think and you guys gotta accept it. Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys are too funny. Okay, so a lot of people are saying syrup and not syrup in the chat. That's what I'm saying. So Coke says both work. No, it's syrup. So Punko said syrup. Oh my gosh, did you guys hear that? My shoulder cracked. What's that about? Oh, darn. We're going to look at Dogecoin, though, because Dogecoin has been killing the game and pulling back ever so slightly, but critical levels to watch. So we passed that 17.5 cents, which had major selling pressure. And we had that 19, almost 20 cents closure yesterday, just below 20 cents. Now it seems like maybe we could find this support at 19 cents. We want to find support here because we want to target 20 cents. That's where my heart's very warm and fluffy is 20 cents. We have a green dot playing out in this momentum. High money flow, the highest we've seen since over here. Wow, since we tipped off in December of 2023, but even before then. Wow, this might be one of the highest zests of money flow. Randi Piper, a member for 5 months, said the alumni loves their frat house, home of tendies. Well, frat mom is here to feed you always. Saloners Panthen, someone said. Let's look at Saloners. Woo! Solana's entering her golden zone. Exactly her golden zone right now of $191. Take a look. So this is your golden zone. The high for Solana is around $259, around almost $260. So there's selling pressure here at 190. So you're going to watch out for that because above that is the $200 mark, which is highly psychological. Your bearish level to watch is pulling back around here. It's that 158. And then 151 is the 200-day SMA. So if you fall below that, your bear scenario is 130. But your ultimate bullish scenario is passing $200 and looking at 210, which we could see we've had selling pressure there in the past, and you could see it over here as well. So that's your Solaners. That's your Solana. Wow. I appreciate every single one of you guys and Alexandra G for throwing in the Piper Academy in the chat saying, Army Piper's Piper Academy has 3 to 4 live streams daily. Subscribing, set notifications. Pam. Oh, Chachu is in the chat. Hello, Chachu. You need to stretch your shoulder. I know. He's going to text me later and say, oh, I told you have to do these stretch. I know. And I do stretch, but I don't know. Sometimes my shoulder gets a little wonky. She gets a little wonky. But shout out to Chachu. He's awesome. He's a very fit person and likes to hit the gym. So yeah, I'm very bullish. I'm very bullish on everybody. I'm bullish on everyone watching this stream. I do have some things I have to take care of. I have a certain interview, and hopefully I'm going to be in the mainstream media yet again. And it would be very interesting to be in the mainstream media so that way I can infiltrate the mainstream media and let everybody know what we're doing here in cryptocurrency and how we are changing the world one Satoshi at a time. And so I appreciate every single one of you guys. Please make sure if you haven't yet to listen to Piano Matty B.
Why don't you like and subscribe?
Have a great day, everyone. Have your syrup. Have your syrup, right? Tech CEO. Have your syrup or your syrups. Have your pecans or your pecans. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Have a beautiful day. Smash these likes, subscribe to the channel, share this out with friends, and make sure that if you have a woman in your life, or if you are a woman, you have a dress with pockets. And I know that was the question. Does Randy have pockets today? The answer is yes. Also, watch out for Bitcoin that may hit another high today. We saw a high live on stream yesterday afternoon, so I'm very happy that we were able to witness that as a familia. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the pockets in the dress. Shout out to the pockets in the dress. Have a great day. Pamp up your life. See you guys at 2 p.m. Eastern on Spaces. Have a beautiful day. Smash like, subscribe, share. Yay! Have a great day. And as always, my friends, stay zesty. Peace.